We're live? We're live! We get to live!
Not for long.
The deities are dead.
Previously last week on Cacti, having found the secret shaft, the investigators descended into a network of tunnels beneath the pyramids. Crawling through the irregular passages, they slipped past the madness, donning cultist robes and blending in with the ceremony of resurrection. Streaming through the massive archway, you spilled into a room of utter darkness, which boundaries are swallowed into the shadows. Enormous pillars so large a modern skyscraper would be dwarfed reach up past what human eyes can see. The floor is obsidian marble, with shining white flecks that glow and give a depth of a starry night, an imperceptible. Other parts of the floor shimmer and ripple as the leeches below their murky waters of black pools settle into a void of stillness and reflection. It was in this chamber that the ritual climaxed as Agatha Broodmore was brought forward onto the altar and forced to make contact with the lost soul of Queen Necrotis. As a conduit and surrounded by the wails and prayers of Brotherhood priests and cultists, you watched, and at the peak of the madness, Henry Clive, the doctor of the expedition, put a knife to the throat of Agatha's throat. And as he was about to slice her jugular, poof! Gas suddenly flooded through the chamber, causing thousands of Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh cultists to die in a poorly ventilated confined space. Safety third.
We tried so hard to save the world, and we ended up destroying it.
As the last sputtering coughs became quiet and ceased, as the last people died, drowning on the liquefied lungs, the three investigators watched the last gasps of Agatha Broodmore's death rattle. Then the silence was broken by a terrible wail.
Let's go on this side.
You watched a pillar of black flame erupt and pour into the mummy's body. On the white stone altar, Agatha shrieked and her body shriveled as the soul of the lost queen Necrotis is returned to her body. The newly revived queen strides over to her throne and is soon joined. From a football field-sized hole in the ground rose the great Sphinx, whose visage is so terrible you avoid looking in its direction as it stalks around the room, its towering bulk fighting with pools of leeches for the corpses that litter the floor. Then from the darkness walked a gray-skinned man, and seated in the throne next to hers, what do you all do?
I'm running away.
Wait. You'll be eaten by the Sphinx.
I wish to try to pick up the leech.
Yep, of course you do.
That's
I'm running
right.
away.
Dr. Bane continues at one of these pools to play with one of the mini leeches. You see that these leeches are bound and intertwined inside of this network of skeletons, creating these long undulating tentacles that bubble and kind of ripple underneath this inky water.
I will time to carefully take this leech off of the skeleton. I'm not leaving here without a leech.
Okay, you stay. I was on this side of the on over here, and I'm running away. I'm gonna run into the exit on the left side. On the way, is it left? Well, left side of the image. There's an exit right there. I'm
Dr. Who,
running
go ahead and give
away.
us a dexterity check. Also,
Okay.
except if there's an athletics check. Dr. Bane, do you see bobbing by, floating as a stick of dynamite? This black inky water.
Wait, what?
This is a stick of dynamite.
Is it lit?
No,
No.
it has been extinguished in this oil water.
I'm just gonna put my
Are we-
hand on top of it and push it deeper into the water.
Are we standing in this oily water?
No. We're on like a
So-
stone path.
This room is huge. You would say it's at least the visible area is 400, 500 feet square. And it's hard to tell. You look down on the ground, and most of this black marble surface, it's flecked with these white, it's like these, well, you're not sure. It's like in the stone, it's like an LED effect, and you can see that some of the stone gives away abruptly into just these oil-thick pools, which are full of these undulating leeches that are about 3 feet long and twisted inside of bone to create these enormous tentacles.
All right. Frank is where? Frank's next to everyone else here?
Yeah, you guys essentially are 4 individuals dressed up in cultist robes in a sea of thousands of corpses. And as you look around, you can't tell where the pools of this oily black liquid begin and just disappear outwards. It looks like an entire dimension of this oily black pools.
All right. Frank shakes his head and kind of like does a quick spin, almost like if you were playing like Left 4 Dead 2 and the computer took over Lewis for a while, but then you came back in and suddenly there's a player there. And they're like, oh, get their bearings real quick. And then Frank fucking almost shits his pants. And he's gonna look around real quickly to see where the exits are, where the fuck can he hide or escape from. Oh, I seem to have forgotten how I got here, but holy shit. Fuck this. Let's get the hell out of here.
You do see Doctor Who booking it towards the side passageway. However, you're not sure about his footing. You see him making a step that it looks a little precarious.
Please, God.
Is that passageway the only exit that I can see?
There's a
There is the
The one
entrance
behind
you
us.
came into. There is a large vomitorium directly behind you. And in addition to that, you would know, over to your right is an enormous stele about 40, 50 feet tall that it shimmers with an iridescent rainbow glow. You watched as a couple hundred cultists use this stele as a portal. Somehow this is a passageway in and out of this chamber. The entrance that Doctor Who is going to is over here. That's not the right. Or the exit that Doctor Who is going to is over here.
I think it's weird, but I think Frank feels drawn to the portal. He wants to kind of get closer to it, to kind of see if there's any way he can see where it goes when he gets closer.
How are you approaching it?
Slowly. With his eyes wide open, almost zombie-like. Frank says all of his panic bullshit, and then he sees the steel and can't take his eyes off.
Alright, approaching it cautiously. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll as you try and shimmy
Make
over
it.
there.
Make it. Ah,
Well, that would be a negative. Frank is paying too much attention and trips over his feet.
Stealth is hard. So corpses all over the ground, and it's a little unnerving as you watch Doctor Who book it over to an exit. You see an enormous cat paw pin him down to the ground and swat him to the ground.
no!
It's gonna try and pin you.
Oh what do I need to roll?
Depends. If you're attacking back, you would roll an attack back roll or a dodge roll.
What would I do? Dodge. Please God, let me dodge. Yes!
Chicken stat blocks, chicken stat blocks. That's what we're doing is chicken stat blocks. Children of the Sphinx. Million favored ones, leeches of horrendous bloodsuckers. The Black Sphinx, spawn of Nyarlathotep. Maneuver, the Black Sphinx fist grabs its victim with its tentacles. The target may attempt to wiggle free with a dexterity roll as their next action. If they fail to escape, the Black Sphinx automatically inflicts munch damage on the next turn.
That's good.
But I dodged, and I got a successful dodge, and I got a successful dex. So it never even grabbed me.
So, your success against the tentacle grab maneuver, which has a 40% success, does succeed.
I run away.
You do dodge out of the way.
I'm out of there, baby. You had your chance. I'm running. I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gone.
Are you?
I am.
But are you?
I am, though.
One of these giant tentacles reaches up out of the pools and grabs onto your leg and starts pulling. That's where we're going to leave Doctor Who for a second.
Cut off the tentacle with my sword and use my strength.
What are the rest of you doing as Doctor Who tries to break for an exit and one of these million favored one reaches up out of these black pools and starts pulling him into it?
Leech.
One word.
Oh, it's not leeches?
I want a singular leech.
Lychees are a fruit.
I want the favored one.
I want my leech. Give me my leech.
Please,
Where's
God.
the dynamite floating toward? Is the dynamite floating towards the Sphinx and towards the Doctor, or is it floating away?
Oh, I already pushed that thing down into the water.
Push it down, but I mean it's dynamite. It'll pop back up and keep floating.
mean,
The question is it gonna would it be like luck to see if it's floating towards Doctor Who or away from Doctor Who? The thing I want to do is shoot the dynamite. Okay.
What happened was Doctor Who was throwing around dynamite like a madman, and it just rolled into one of these pools of water.
It didn't roll. It got bounced back from an energy.
You had a bad throw roll.
No, I didn't.
Right,
I did a success.
Whatever.
I had a success.
I guess my thought process is if there is dynamite close enough to the Sphinx that I might be able to shoot it and hopefully not blow up Doctor Who as I distract the beast.
Give me
I
a
think
luck
that's
roll
what Frank wants to do. Okay.
to determine if the dynamite's over there, and
Negatory.
and then go ahead and give me a spot hidden check to determine if you can see where the dynamite is. You do see the dynamite.
I can see it. It's just not there.
It's bubbling up. Like a tentacle writhes around the dynamite and like pulls it under.
Ooh. How pulled under though? Like pulled under to the point where I can't shoot it right this very second?
It doesn't seem to be like in a good spot. It's kind of just drifting over by, not right next to Dr. Dr.
Gotcha.
Ambervius, but in that direction.
Right, all right. Yeah, Frank clocks it, sees that it's not really going to help. And honestly, he's still fixated by this portal. I don't know why. But I think Frank's going to reach out and touch it. Or the steel.
All right, I'm going to need a Cthulhu Mythos roll to determine how to use the portal.
Don't have a lot of that. Frank just touches it with his hand. He just gives it a. He just lays his palm against the thing.
The runes undulate with power. You can actually feel them squirm underneath your hand.
Ooh,
Sexy.
Frank doesn't like that.
If only you knew the right incantation, you're sure you'd be able to use this thing to
He
escape.
saw some shit back in the trenches, so it's not the worst thing ever.
All right. Little Horse, what are you doing?
Oh man.
Doctor Who starts speaking in the call.
I'm
Not that it does a lick of good for Frank. But,
so when I
Doctor Who
learned
does start speaking in the call, explaining how the thing works, and it means absolutely nothing to Frank.
If only.
Oh shit!
Oh my
It
god.
almost meant something to Frank, but then it didn't.
use some luck.
Push that over with 3 luck.
Do it. You have luck. I don't. Save yourself, my friend.
Or don't.
Maybe I dropped for a second. I didn't hear anything from you guys for a minute there.
Luck. Use luck.
Use your luck.
So,
Okay. Ah! Yeah, Frank tried to understand what Doctor Who was saying to him in the call, but almost understood it.
somehow
Trips with the second hand.
gives you a little bit of luck. So you can use 3 of your luck. You would decrease your luck score from 52 down to 49. And that could push the result from the Cthulhu mythos to a success.
Already done. Not that. So, yeah. Yeah,
You
Frank
have a
uses up
flash of
3 luck
insight.
then.
The dark knowledge enters your mind. You can now use the steel to teleport back to the front of the Sphinx.
Good.
Oh, everybody, I think it's time that we got the hell out of here.
I think we all need to hold
Frank
it.
furiously gestures towards the steel.
Okay, if I can get free, I head your way.
Yeah, Frank shoots at the Sphinx, trying to distract it for a second.
That's a success.
Fuck.
Let me try and dodge out of that. I don't think the
Not that
Sphinx
Frank
is-
expects to do any damage to this thing, just to, like, keep it from looking at Doctor Who for a whole second.
I rolled good. I rolled good. Yeah, right. So this thing just doesn't immediately kill Doctor Who. Good idea.
Yeah, the dodge is fine. Honestly, the dodge is anything that gets it moving so that it's not just eating Doctor Who is perfectly fine.
Unsurprisingly, this massive dog-like thing with infinite faces on its face has a dexterity of 35. Not the most limber thing. He does get a success. However, your hard success still hits him. He dodges, but just not quick enough. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, it's 7.
I think it's on there, yeah.
That does nothing. But hey, thank you. I'm gonna dex that bitch and get to Frank as quickly as possible.
It's a dexterity of 45. I'm sorry. Yeah, you watch the shot ricochet off on no effect. I probably cut out
The
there.
horse!
Yeah,
Get
no
into the
effect on
thing!
that shot. That shot had 0 effect. It bounces right off this thing's leathery flesh hide.
Perfectly acceptable. It's again, the act of dodging was enough to allow Doctor Who to like scramble to his feet.
It is going to start looking over in your direction with about a third of its faces.
All right. The train is leaving the station, and Frank jumps through the portal.
Little Horse, I didn't catch what you were doing. I'm sorry.
I'm running exactly to where Frank is, and I'm doing what Frank is doing.
All right, running directly into the steel. Understood. Dexterity roll, please, Little Horse.
Get a success! Oh my god, yes!
And left.
That's going to be good enough. You're going to be able to hurdle over some of these corpses and leap directly into the steel as its surface shimmers, and like looking through the the message mirrors, the transmission mirrors in Castlevania, you leap right through a gap in space.
Wow, that actually sounds pretty cool.
Sweet. I'm free.
No.
Ish.
Did my success work to get me back to the...
Hang on, we're coming back around, Doctor Who. Dr. Bane.
Yep.
Two of your comrades have disappeared into a magical rainbow of pillared energy. They have used this portal to escape back to the front of the Sphinx on the surface.
Wild.
Doctor Who has been knocked over and is slowly being pulled into the surrounding darkness.
Wait. Did his shooting not help me?
You are no longer about to immediately die.
I got a success. Can I get the fuck up and get out?
A success wasn't good enough.
What about a strength, motherfucker?
Dr. Bane, past the altar, up above these giant blocks, sitting on their thrones looking down at you all, with entertained grins on their lips, the couple sits looking down. Queen Necrotis and the Black Pharaoh.
Damn it, Bang! Do something!
So, what's the progress on getting...
The newly resurrected queen descends the huge block steps from her throne, circling the glass of blood, before sipping it. She approaches you, Dr. Bane, walking behind you, her eyes passing over your muscled shoulders, fluttering down, then rising back up to hold your own eyes. She runs a hand across your trapezius muscles and circles around you, using your popped collar to pull herself into your chest. You can feel her body press into yours as she looks up into your eyes.
Bane's gonna begrudgingly turn to meet her gaze, rather disappointed about not being able to pick up one of the favored ones.
I could assign a few of those to you if you'd like them.
Bane is no longer upset. He's
There
going
is
to
a flood. At least 3 or 4 feet of this undulating liquid starts to whirl around you and rise up in the chamber as just like this kelp bed just onto the floor in front of you, a writhing mass.
Oh, wild. I'm gonna pet it.
All these like tiny 3-inch circular mouths like come up and look at you blindly and kind of screech cutely.
Bane's gonna turn to look at the woman. He's gonna be like, well, I very much do appreciate the kind gesture, but I suppose it wasn't for free.
Nothing in this life is it?
How close is she to me?
She is hugging you, essentially.
Am I in danger?
No. Maybe.
I've been feverishly looking for a name.
Plus, wasn't there another person?
Yeah, the crown on the sitting down, watching you probably.
I found the name. There is another. You look over past her shoulder and you glance up, and You're getting weird cuck vibes, but yeah, there is a guy looking down at you, essentially being a huge cuck. Yeah, totally.
Is this what my position will be then?
She, with force of presence, forces you back to look into her eyes. I seen you help Zara take control of England branch of the Brotherhood. I love women in control. Please, take a message to her informing her that she has pleased the Black Pharaoh, and I, Queen Necritus, will support her part of the Brotherhood.
Wait. I also help. Please don't kill me.
You hear some splashing as something shifts within the black pools. The shimmery betray the favored ones lurking below its stillness. As proof of my goodwill, a gift. And I'll teach you. I'll teach you the spell at the end of the session. It's called the Voice of Ra. Well, I'll post it. I'll post the spell. But yeah, it's called the Voice of Ra. And go ahead and add 10 percentile points to your charisma.
This is bullshit.
79.
So close.
Take away 10 and you get exactly the number you need.
Oh, well, it is nice to know that Zara has accomplished something so great in such a short span of time. I knew she was a very capable woman, but to have pleased someone of your stature is quite impressive.
Not just me, but our Lord himself has been quite proud of the progress she's made. We see her doing great things.
Oh yeah, is the Sphinx thing still around?
Yeah, I'm currently being pulled by it.
Oh.
It was running over to the steel, trying to catch Anti or Little Horse before they left and leapt through the portal. However, noticing that they are no longer there, no longer seeing any kind of movement, it regresses and continues to eat the corpses and fight the leeches over the remaining ones that haven't been pulled into the pools.
You know, I'm starting to feel like I'm doing a great service to these aberrations and such by feeding them their own cultists.
It was the end they chose and the end they wanted. We were only so happy to oblige them. And now, they will worship us for all eternity.
God.
What a nice fate. Well, since my life isn't in danger, can I go look at that hole?
Please, just don't go in there.
But thanks.
There's particularly not savory down there.
You would remember that is where the great beast, the Sphinx guy, came up out of.
Well, he came up out of there, yeah, but he's not in there anymore.
True, but you'll take a second look at that hole, and it doesn't look like a hole.
Like a bottomless pit hole?
Even weirder, it just doesn't... You're not getting good hole vibes. As the Hole King, I can tell you that this hole is weird.
Might it be a hole that I can return to later?
Trust me, you don't want to trust this hole.
I want to trust the hole. You don't get to choose what I do and do not trust when it comes to holes.
Hey, you know what? I'm just trying to be a nice DM. You want to go to the hole? I'm not stopping you.
Well, now I don't want to go in the hole.
All right, well, it's available for you. It is a totally free and it is a libertarian hole.
Well, God damn it.
Great, now I hate the hole. Fuck this hole.
Yeah. Can I take these leeches with me? She doesn't ever mind. Can I have them?
You look behind you and you see that the entire floor behind you just moves. It tricks your brain for a moment, then your eyes focus. There's about 2 feet of leeches just following you in your wake.
These are mine, though.
Son of a bitch! Big.
Well, here I was planning for one, and I got an entire 2 feet of them there. Fane's gonna get up off the floor, kind of gently push the woman off of his person, I suppose.
She is going to return back up these giant steps and go ahead and take a seat back in her throne. Thank you, Dr. Bane Impervious. Your presence here has been most enjoyable. If you need anything
There.
else,
Pointing at the leech, holding on to my leg.
Shush now. I'm doing important business. Anywho, I do hope to be acquaintance again, and I shall relay the information to Zara. I'm sure she'll be very happy to hear it.
it's been a pleasure, Dr. Bane. I will be making my return and debut back into Egyptian society. I don't see it taking me much time at all to progress, and well, I think we'll be on the right track soon enough here, and I think we'll be able to share and expand our resources and reach across the entire globe. I think that, yes, I believe a global agenda is within our domain and capabilities.
Well, I do wish you the best of luck with your resurfacing. I shall be taking my leave now. It was very nice meeting you.
Till we meet again.
Bane's gonna leave.
Bang! Where are you going?
God, are you still stuck?
Help me! But
Bane's gonna turn to the queen again and be like, "If it isn't too much trouble, could you release him? It's not a matter of my, likeness towards him. It's more so, if I don't bring him back, it will cause complications."
Tense moment passes. Stillness is unbroken. Everyone does not move.
I'm moving. I'm pulling.
This one is mine. The gray man stands up from his throne.
I shoot my leg off.
I want to hear the monologue. Jesus. Anyway, go on, Wookie.
Unfortunately for you all, I wrote 6 pages of monologue this week.
Hell yeah, let's hear it.
I had a hard success. Come on, let me go. You
can do your success after we hear the story.
Yes.
Yeah, exposition time.
Fine.
I want to hear the gray man.
Yeah.
Reeling, kicking in panic, Doctor Who, you grasp at the black shadows, but are unable to find purchase in the smooth black marble. Slowly, the tentacles of bone and leeches pull you into the undulating pool of vacuumous oil.
No, I did a hard success. I shot the tentacle. I did multiple success. I shouldn't have to die.
Screeching circular mouths emerge from the viscous water and arc toward the edge, greeting you. You are plunged down through the warm fluid. Your body hurls through interminable miles when your limp forms are spat out in darkness. You look around, you seem to be in the same chamber, but your friend, Dr. Bane, is no longer there. What do you do, Doctor Who?
I'm in the chamber right now, and my friends are no longer here.
Your friends are no
And
longer around you.
there's what is around me again? Sorry, it's darkness. It's a chamber. Is it empty? Completely empty, or is the three goddess, the goddess and the god still there?
The Black Pharaoh is in his throne. You also see Necritus there. However, the Sphinx is no longer in the room. Also, there is no longer a hole in the floor.
What do I need to do?
You look and see that the vomitorium that you came through earlier shines with a bright sunlight.
Oh,
Addressing you, the Black Pharaoh gestures with his hand lazily. The egress lies behind you. Please, see yourself out to your new life.
I frown and I walk towards it. And look, what's my new life? What is there?
Approaching and crossing through the threshold, your blind eyes hurt as they adjust and reel to the madness you behold below. Slaves, whips crack and mix with endless wails of untold thousands of laborers in bonds constructing the pyramids of utter untold cruelty. Huge human figures tower over groups of terrified laborers using whips that spark, and you watch them uselessly. And they unleash these coils, barbed into perpetual preternatural pain.
Alright, well, I'm gonna choose my god.
You hear the
Right.
clinking of chains and see in your peripherals animated shackles slither up and strike. Your arms and legs are pulled together, hunching you into an eternal bow.
Well, this happens. I'm gonna contact Yig, and I'm gonna give my soul to him.
Your head spins, trying to find the solution, when you hear a whistle, and then your vision blacks as you wake up on the ground in agony. Get back to work. A 40-foot
No.
tall figure with a dog's head barks at you while pulling back a nasty-looking whip.
I look at him. I look at him for like an uncomfortable minute. And I say,
Whips
I
again.
just look at him. I'll take the pain. I don't care about damage. I look at him as like, I am not your slave, and I am nobody's slave. And if you need to torture me for endless hours, so be it. But you will never own me. And one day,
What's your name?
I will be out of here, and I will slay every being that has ever wronged me. And your god that you so worship, I will drink wine out of his skull. So
Okay.
you better hope to your deity that I never escape.
All right, that was
That's it.
actually kind of badass. I'm going to roll to see if that has any effect on this guy. Nah, he's just going to whip you again.
I'm fine with it.
It was pretty badass, though.
Besides, it's not worth keeping you as a slave and just beat you to death.
Just go
One
ahead and
whip
beat
at
me
a
to
time.
death.
I'm going to give you an out. But before that, through your tears, you squint and try and blink. You smell something, the stench draws your gaze through your misty vision to columns of corpses being carried, the bodies uncountable, infinite lines stretch beyond the horizon, all terminating at a black, inverted pyramid. You see it. It sees you. And you feel all the hope flood from your body as you lose consciousness in pain. The crack of the whip. It's only a dream. All right, let's see if it gets you out of this. What is your Cthulhu Mythos rating, Doctor Who?
I just did it a moment ago. Oh, actually, I can just go to here. So, I got a 39.
I'm pretty sure winged ones can't. No, I'm pretty sure they can't do that. A 39?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll D100 as you reach out and pray to your god.
Hard success. Hard success!
Nice.
I'm just staring at him, watching him as he beats me with the whip. Blood falling down, my skin breaking, flesh falling into the boiling sands. And I watch him, remember his features. I don't cry. I don't yell in pain. I just show my teeth in anger as I watch him endlessly. I promise you, I will get you.
Crack. You just hear bones crunch. You're not sure what's going on exactly because your vision, you're about to pass out and go unconscious. You hear something heavy fall on the ground beside you. As you open your eyes back up, you look up and not seeing the primordial vision of Yig, which you last saw in the Citadel, you see a more earthly and refined figure of Yig reach out and pick you up.
I reach out my hand to him.
How the fuck did you end up here?
A cat woman, and a man that sits on a throne, and a creature of many faces, and a big ass sphinx that had tentacles that pulled me out from something.
Alright, maybe next time. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Please leave.
Wait, that's too scary. We're going back to the pyramid? No, wait. Let's go ahead and do a 5-minute break.
Holy shit! What's with the screaming? That should have been the music for the theme of the pyramid.
That's creepy.
So you're just gonna watch badness. You're watching sphinxes, not as big as the one you just saw, but infinite amount of them just wreak havoc through all the different slaves as they build up this pyramid. And you and Yig just down the side of the pyramid, which is red from the color of blood, and you just scoot on out of there.
Thank you, Yig. Fuck it. I'm now a believer of Yig. I'm staying. Yig is my god. In this game. I'm gonna be a priest of Yig.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and figure out what just the hell happened.
Sounds good.
Holy fuck, guys. I can't believe we made it out.
Oh, 3 out of 4.
3. Technically, I made it out, I think. I'm not sure. We'll find out. We'll see.
You guys were in danger.
Yeah. You were Well, at least you tried to help, I guess.
It's not my fault you did something to piss off freaking Nefertiti or whatever.
I'm gonna go get a Coke. Be right back. Fucking A.
Little Horst, Mr. Francis Bourgeois Jefferson III.
Yes.
You guys walk out of the steel and find yourselves immediately rebuffed by a warm air. It's relieving, fresh, and not overcome with the stench of death like the passage and the giant cavern below. You find yourselves in front of the Sphinx.
Did we like step out of a wall? Did we just materialize? What's this end of the portal look like?
Still shimmering behind you is an identical stele carved with hieroglyphs and runes that undulate.
I guess, Frank probably pulls his gun and gestures to Horse. Said, "We better be ready just in case it isn't our friends coming through next."
I'm a little worried. Where are our friends? They haven't come
I don't
through.
know what the hell they are either. It's very worrisome. But if something is to come through that portal, we need to be ready for it.
Fair enough.
They're just behind us. How much time passes before something comes through the portal?
Well, that depends. Dr. Bane,
Yep.
what method of egress did you use to exit said underground place thingy?
All I mean is the portal's still there.
It is still there. It's still, I wonder how long that stays active for.
Where did this come from?
The steel? There's like an old steel. It just looks like a normal block of stone carved with normal runes which aren't normal because they're moving.
Right. Yeah, I'll go through.
So, Little Horst,
Mm.
Mr. Jefferson emerging some indeterminable time later. Still, your trundle is going. It's hard to keep track of time. Your watch is funny, too. Your watches don't match no more.
Hmm.
Dr. Bane does emerge from the... Yeah, Dr. Ambervius does emerge from the steel.
Did my leaf?
Bane! Bane, are you all right? Where's Doctor Who?
Ah, well, that is the unfortunate news. You see, it's actually very difficult to explain, but in short terms, he may not be coming with us.
Frank's known Bane now for a number of years. Frank's spent time with Bane in the war. Frank's getting some weird vibes. Frank, I guess, wants to roll psychology to see. Frank suspects that maybe Bane killed Doctor Who.
All right.
Or
I
might
roll psychology.
Master, who knows?
I didn't kill who. I literally tried to help him.
Reshooter.
Frank's suspicious. They were in there for a long time. Doctor Who didn't come out, and frankly, Bane did not seem as panicked to get out of there as we did when we fled for our lives. So yeah, Frank is, I don't know, looking for some kind of insight as to exactly what the fuck is going on with Bane.
You believe that Bane did not harm Doctor Who, however, you do notice the time, and you take particular careful note of the time. There was plenty of time for her to have helped Doctor Who. There's no reason that she wouldn't have been able to take all this time, the gap between the last time you saw him and when he showed up. Something would have happened, whether it was a fight for him to get out of there or whether it was something else, you're not sure.
So what do you mean he's not coming with us then?
Well,
Is he gone?
Did
Did they get him?
How do I put this? The queen wanted to keep Who as her own personal thing, I suppose. I asked her to free him. She said no.
So you left him behind.
Where is he? He is in there?
Not really. I don't know where he went. That's the thing. He kind of just got dragged off somewhere, and I really don't know where he went after that.
Well, are we gonna get him? What the hell do we do now? Do we just leave him in there?
I don't know where to start with that. As I said, he's gone. He disappeared. I don't know where he went.
Well, I mean, how did you escape again exactly?
Oh, I just went to the portal.
He just let you leave.
Well, yes. You remember my wife?
My wife?
My wife.
No.
I do remember your wife.
Yeah.
That fucking cult leader.
Yes, she seems to be on good terms with Black Pharaoh, and they understood that I helped her get into a position of power, and they were just like, it's chill, you can leave.
Frank kind of gives Horst a look.
Yeah. Horst is kind of giving Frank that I see your look and I recognize it as giving a look that I'm giving back to you kind of look.
But we are still standing next to a giant portal next to the Sphinx, so rather than continue this conversation, I think we need to get the hell out of here.
The energies from the steel are beginning to dissipate and fade, and at this point, coming up around over one of the paws of the Sphinx, you recognize a familiar drunken Dutchman, and you smell him before you actually see him, and looking over, stumbling up is Von Willem van Havelaven.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
And it's about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's not quite bluing yet, but it is dark and cold. And he stumbles up. Half his shirt is like unbuttoned. Hello. Hey, it isn't you guys. What are you doing out here at this time of night? Hey, it's
What the hell are you doing out here?
That is the question.
I just woke up. I found myself on the perimeter of the Clive expedition, and I might have had a little too much to drink, and, well, I woke up out there, and boy, was I cold, so stumbled back over this way, and what do I find is you guys over here.
That's us.
Yeah, seems a little sus.
What's suspicious about? And you guys see that his nose is beet red. He is shark-eyed. He's probably still blackout drunk.
Jesus Christ. Here, give me the keys. We're getting the hell out of here.
Here, I'll show you the way out this way. And he starts walking in the wrong direction.
So, just so we're on the same page, we're definitely just abandoning who?
Well, you tell me there, Bane. You're the one that left him in there.
I tried to get him, and then he was sucked away. There was very little I could have done in that short span of time.
Let's go back down and we can sneak in and we can look at it from the side, see if he's there.
Yeah, pretend I was somehow unconscious when we first arrived. Exactly, are there other chambers that we can enter?
Well,
We're not going back into that main chamber. There's no power on this earth that would make me go back there.
Well, you may have noticed that I'm blue, and I'm blue because I got mushrooms all over me. And so, yes, there are many chambers that we can go explore. We should go see if we can help who. This Bane character seems to care about his friend.
I have no association with who, and all he's done is cause me strife.
Well, that's
Dr.
Yeah, I guess I mean, I would hope that you wouldn't leave me in there. We have to go back for him.
Oh no, not you. I wouldn't leave you, Francis. We were in the vortex. But who? Oh jeez. He has done.
I appreciate, nevertheless.
But
He did show up one day on my couch.
I think we should go back and search for him.
If you insist,
I'm not going back to the chamber, but I'll come some of the way with you. Cool.
Do we have any explosives we can take with us?
I would rather not refrain to that.
Dr. Ambervius, you would know that as you stepped through the steel, looking back, glancing at Doctor Who's fate, you did see him pulled. You did see as he was pulled beneath the surface of the water.
So, is the entrance on the side still open, or do we really have to go the long way?
You can take the steel back in there, and you can
I'm
also
a
go
step
the
to
long
the
way.
steel. Nope, forget the long. I'm going back to the steel. Not trying to get accused of, oh, you murdered who?
All right, stepping back through, your foot bounces off the steel. You are going to need Francis to reopen the passageway as the magic has dissipated.
Look.
You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll just go the long way. I'm not messing
Yeah, I
around.
think we're all going the long way. I don't think that I want to reopen that portal and risk that the Sphinx or anything in that hellish chamber of death decides to come back this way.
Its four sides exhibit a lengthy tale of how Thutmose found the Sphinx buried in Egypt's sands and how he unearthed it, scattered its subtle pattern across the front of the steel are 13 glyphs, which together make the following statement. Mighty is the god who brings death, and whose form brings madness. Speak those words to open up the passage through the steel. But you guys are going around?
Yep.
Yeah. Frank's not going back into that fucking chamber.
Well, good,
No.
because you don't have the magic points to open up that steel anyway, because it costs 12.
Yeah, Frank has, I think 0. Well, that's probably not true. I have 14. I have 14! Hey, look at that. But I'm not using anything. I'm not going back in there. That's fucking terrifying.
The
Oh, thank
effect
you.
lasts for 2 minutes. Okay, so I'll say, Dr. Bane, if you'd like, you can stick your head back through the steel as it's losing its energy. It's like a hole that's getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, and you look back through that. The chamber is now empty.
Oh, well, that saved us the trip, but
Yeah, like the bodies are gone?
everything is gone. There's nothing.
What the fuck? Alright,
Yeah.
then,
Those
somehow
people-
that actually frightens Frank more than if the room was still full of bodies.
No more bodies.
But I guess we go in.
Ah, well, we tried. Very unfortunate, anywho. Oh, wait, Wookie, when I asked her to let who go, what specifically did she say?
She didn't say anything. The Black Pharaoh stood up and said that who was his.
Oh, so he just wanted who?
Got a hold of him. Didn't want to let go.
So was there anything leading up to who's dragging away that would give reason as to why he was wanted by the Pharaoh? Did he do anything? Did he say anything?
Yes, he failed
Yeah,
his
0
check.
luck, so, you know.
Oh.
It doesn't seem like a particularly unlucky thing to happen.
At
Don't
that
wanna
point,
get
is it really in our hands? I mean, it was luck.
We don't know that. And unless something has changed, you haven't relayed any of this to us yet.
Oh. Well, would you like me to?
I don't know. That's up to you.
I mean,
But,
I kind of did try to attempt to explain what happened.
You were just
leading
like, he's not coming with us. Sorry, guys.
And
Dr.
that's
Who's not coming.
okay. Just for record's sake, Bane is going to elaborate the events that led up to who's dragging away.
The whole truth?
The whole
And
truth,
not
not
the
the
truth?
truth.
So
help me
God. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Then, shit. It sounds like he's in hell now. It's more the reason to get him, but I don't know how the first way to start doing that.
I don't know how to get to hell, despite where I figure I'm going to end up after this whole ordeal. But I know where I'm going. I killed many.
Fuck. Yeah, I guess, Frank, very quickly before the portal disappears, also pokes his head in and looks to see if there's something that looks like a hole to hell or another portal in the chamber.
Yeah,
Is
there
that
was
something I could try to do?
things came out of. that Wookiee said was open to us because it's a liberal country, but I don't feel like going in that hole now.
There is a hole that Dr. Amberbius points out to you as the portal is closing. The steel portal is closing. So there's just about enough time for one of you to jump through it.
God. Oh, God. Fuck.
I mean, I
Frank,
can go.
Frank runs through the portal.
That well,
Frank doesn't even really like Doctor Who, but he can't leave him in there.
well,
Only
that's
time for one of us, otherwise
You
Horst
learn
will
that in the war. You don't leave a man behind.
Yeah, Horst will
Behind
run
enemy lines.
make it.
Horst, I'm going to need a dexterity check because you have to dive through this portal. Yep, you make it through.
Oh, sorry. Second one. Take the first one. Bane.
Bane, the portal's still barely there. It's just about big enough.
Do you want a dex?
Yes.
Understandable. Hold up. Ah, god damn it.
Hole in the wall. You squeeze your body down in the right position and you get through the hole in the wall.
I was hoping I failed.
Yeah, frankly. Probably the smarter move. Fuck. Alright, we've all fucking jumped through the portal to hell.
Well,
What do
I
you
mean-
see?
Let you come down here by yourself.
I appreciate that. Hopefully, we don't all. Hopefully, we all live to regret this. How about that?
Well, too precautionary. No, not precautionary. In the event that something does happen, that would put our lives on the line. I am slightly prepared, if not fully prepared, to save at least one of you.
No, we're all getting out of here. Let's find Doctor Who and get the fuck out of here. What do we see?
Hole.
All right. Well, first things first. Doctor Who? Still not here.
Is dead.
No, I
Long-
am here.
it's a
Sorry.
long drink.
I just muted. I just did mute it because I thought it'd be
Super drunk.
respectful. All right, I'm here.
You're good. Okay, Doctor Who, start rolling up a new character.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
god.
Can I? Damn. Okay,
The
so
rest of you, everybody picks up themselves from the floor, having launched themselves through the steel. You look around and find yourselves back in the dark chamber. Again. The vastness overwhelms you as vertigo makes you spin the starry ground, making it difficult to see just where the footfalls should land. You guys look around and see nothing.
Frank smokes cigarettes. Can he light his lighter?
Yeah.
See if he can see anything.
It helps with the stench, honestly.
Oh,
God damn.
okay. Yeah, Frank lights up some cigarettes all around. All right, boys. We're going down. We better have at least one last smoke before we all die.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Yeah, never been much of a smoker, but from you, I'll make an exception.
Horst
Oh,
pulls
man.
out a small hip flask and offers it around.
On Doctor Who, we're gonna find that son of a bitch. Let's get a little drunk first. Yeah, Frank takes a long pull and then takes a deep drag of a cigarette. Says, "All right, fuck it, let's keep going."
As you approach, walking down this huge chamber, you look at the columns, enormous and etched with runes that you don't even know what the beings depicted in them are or what they're doing. It hurts your brain to even try and comprehend. You glance away. Continue. The thrones are indestructible and rest above the floor on the stepped dais. One carved from black obsidian and the other a green sweating stone. Both sit empty.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, it's gonna have to make up this other character. Thanks.
Frank doesn't touch either one of them. He continues on.
How tall are the thrones?
No, thank you.
They're
Elise.
huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
I feel we should desecrate them.
Maybe on the way back. I say we keep a low profile and not piss off anything until we find the doctor.
Fair enough.
But I'm all for upper decking them on the way back. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Frank, yeah, high fives the shit out of the horse.
No, I'm sorry, what?
Can I leave something in behind in the meta? I mean, in the chamber, as a gift to my compatriots.
Might have had a bad feeling as you're getting pulled into that pool. What are you leaving behind?
I'm dropping my cube.
A gravity
that's
cube.
still around?
Yeah, we look around. Oh, look at that cube there. That looks dumb. Frank kicks it.
This dumb golden
That looks like some
cube.
kind of nerdy bullshit. Fuck that. Frank kicks it into a hole. Oh, maybe.
Some of the main power shouldn't exist. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody,
That looks like
uh,
that might be a little
Fine,
OP
fine,
and game breaking.
Fine. Let me rephrase it. I leave behind my journal. It has my the spells I learned so far.
All right, everybody, please roll a luck roll to see if you can pick up either this golden cube as the gravity gun or the germal of Doctor Who.
Frank actually trips on it and stubs his toe. Son of a bitch. He's littering. See, we don't need to desecrate the chamber here, horse. Someone's been desecrating it for us. Just leaving that garbage lying around.
Trash
Your
all over the
desecration should be in order, however. Who can get enough desecration? Those people almost killed us.
Yeah, it's fine. You're right. Yeah, Frank farts.
Mr. Jefferson, yeah, you go ahead and kick this book. Dr. Ambervius and Little Horse, you do notice that there is this book on the ground.
We'll pick up the book and have a look at it.
It is the notes of Doctor Who. That's all you find left of them.
So first immediately looks in to see if there are any notes about him. Any mean comments.
Is there any like entry that like is it like tails off the end? It's like I'm being dragged to hell, and then like the pen mark just scratches. Or
It's like the Civil War note where he's like, and then I saw my dearly beloved, I shall never see you again.
Can I also add that? Okay, so it has the spells in, but it also has my dreams of being his sister and the possibility, like how to find where she's at.
What?
You had a
No
sister?
cat girl?
No, Bane's sister.
What about
Bane's
Nearest? What about
I
Little
am
Horse's
Bane.
girlfriend?
since when did you start banging Bane's sister?
No,
Wait, what?
it's
It's in your development.
Amber's sister is in the dream realm, and I've been having dreams of her because I know where she's at probably, and so it has a description of what of my dreams. That's
I'm
been
not going to
haunting me
allow
at night.
that. That's a little, no.
No, really? Okay.
Only I'm allowed to write fan fiction in this show. Thank you very much.
Fanfiction.
I-
I don't have any fanfiction about Amber.
We won't. God damn it.
And then President for Life Octoputin put his dirty tentacles inside Joe Biden right in front of President
There it is.
Trump. Yeah, do you like it when I do this to your boyfriend, President Trump?
No!
No.
Maybe a little bit.
You fiend Octoputin, how
Question
dare
your
you do that to
sanity
my
every day.
husband?
Oh god, please stop. Okay, I was like joking, but oh god, please stop. Okay, so
So
my
much easier.
character is called Vivian. She's a musician, and she likes to sing and play the violin.
What's his charisma?
Her charisma is. What charisma would be?
Oh wait, B?
Is it charisma? Are you sure it's charisma?
No, no.
Charm. You mean
Yeah,
charm?
what's his
Her charm is 50.
Wow.
look for appearance?
Yo, what rap?
How big are her tits?
Jealousy going on here.
She's a D. D 16.
Minus D plus.
D16.
2d6.
2d6.
Yeah, 2D. Yeah.
God, why she like that? God. Ew.
Huh?
Yeah, you're gone.
And then she has like a nice shape, like hourglass shape to her.
I'm not
She
fucking.
wears a red dress, red heels, and red lipsticks, with a long. One of
If I have to make
she
a
wears
new
a cigarette that's like a long. Don't know those long cigarette this long thing that's attached to the cigarettes.
Incredible bullshit.
What?
Yeah.
They're called
Ew.
cigarette holders, I know. Shocking.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got really innovative
A
with
little-
that name.
A little on the nose, yeah. If I ever die, I want to come back. I want to play Samuel.
Do it.
Like the original man?
Yeah, that's Samuel, the one and only, babe.
He's too OP. He can't be allowed to be a character.
You guys like see him as you're walking out of the desert, a lone figure with one of those cool draping, drifting cloaks in the wind.
He rips off the cloak. It's like, oh, hello there, young masters.
I need your help. Come with me.
Here, take this.
Marty, it's your kids. It's your kids, Marty.
Marty, it's your mom. Don't fuck your mom. Stop it.
Stop fucking
Don't
your mom,
fuck her,
Marty.
Marty.
That's fucking
Don't fuck her.
incest.
Then you'll be your own dad.
You're causing,
Marty.
you're causing the
That's how he
timeline to
exists
collapse,
in the
Marty. We've been here millions of times. You won't stop fucking your mom, Marty. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, okay.
fuck.
So yeah, we pick up who's shit. We read his book. Like,
Can I-
oh.
Leeches in like a backpack, or do they
Doctor
just?
Who, for a drunk, was a surprisingly good writer.
Well, you have to be. You're a doctor, man. You gotta write prescription a bunch of times.
Dr. Bane.
Completely dissuades the entire point. Your writing is shit.
Yeah, doctors have the worst handwriting. I have a few doctor friends. Their handwriting.
I
is
take calligraphy classes. Thank you very much.
Then why wasn't your calligraphy skill high?
Because you don't know that. You don't know it.
I can now.
You don't get to decide what my calligraphy skill was. Thank you very much.
Dr. Bane, you were looking around for something?
Oh, I wanted to see if I can put my leeches in a backpack.
You do, and immediately you see this pool of liquid develop at the bottom of the bag, and you start to drip. But you successfully fill up the bag with leeches, and it's heavy.
Yeah, no, I'll just get my gains like this. This is how you do. I guess it's training.
That's how you get strong.
Yeah, it's how you get strong.
So, looking around the chamber, there is nothing in there. And then you feel a rush of wind to get low to avoid being pushed over. And you hear laughter echo throughout the cavernous chamber.
Where are you needed, Christ, you big fucking nerd? Where's who?
Oh, she's already shopping in Cairo. Her appetite's unsatiable.
God damn it.
Now, what can I do for you? What are you doing back here?
Oh yeah. Well, you see, I know how you said that who was yours and everything, but it has caused quite a bit of discontent among the party that his presence is not around. Now, I'm here to bargain with you, I suppose.
I'm listening.
Great. God damn it, who's out here with the calligraphy skit? Uh-huh. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter when you're dead.
Seen that on a Tinder profile before.
Well, as I was saying, I've
Have
come
you?
to...
Is that a brag in California?
It worked on me, and I was sorely disappointed by said calligraphy.
Was it bad?
Calligraphy,
Yeah,
that's like cereal.
Catfish.
Calligraphy
Look,
catfish,
using
that's
really cool
fucking
pencils.
good.
Like, did they trick you by using some of those glitter pens and like really cool paintbrushes?
Those gel pens do work on me every time.
Yeah, no, and they just write so smooth.
They do. Oh, with good paper? Oh my god, stop.
It's like butter. But yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure
Who
what
is
you're willing to
beyond
gain
your
from me for like
reach?
negotiations, but
Nothing.
what do you want in exchange for who?
There's nothing that could be done for him. His soul is gone. For all eternity, he will work as my subject, laboring in the construction of my edifice to glory.
I can't wait till he gets pissed off because I'm not
You sure
there
there's
anymore.
nothing we can give you?
I mean, you say there's something to do, but I was under the impression that you were all-knowing, all omnipotent, and all such. I'm sure you'd be able to do something.
I can do anything. I am a god.
You can do anything, but give us who back.
Oh, make no mistake, I'm keeping him.
I'll have you know, he's not a very hard worker. He's drunk half the time, and he's disobedient. You're really not getting much in this deal.
It's what the whips are for, and look at yourselves. Foolish to continue. I know you plan to seek and stop me.
Well, me not so much. I'm just here to make my wife happy.
You don't even understand your place in this. This is all like an automated machine, a clock, and your pieces are small, simple cogs. Look at your futile mission. You can't even find the people that killed Jackson Elias or the mysterious members of the Carlisle expedition and their disappearance here. I will put your minds at ease and show you exactly what happened to them. And you look up into the sky, and the darkness suddenly zooms as you feel your vision pulled forward out across the ocean and into the African continent. You look over, down into Kenya. You see, as the Kenyan bearers come and go, the principal members of the Carlisle expedition can be seen moving around a camp and discussing their safari. All is peaceful until terrible screams are heard, and scores of wings, gigantic snake-like things, descend from the sky while out of the earth lurch disease mockeries of humanity, twisting photid columns of black plasticity and other frightening creatures. The carnage is unspeakable. Plastic!
All right. Can we tell if this is going on in the present or if this is like a vision of the past?
Well, first of all, we'll go ahead and do that now. Give me a... What do you think the equivalent of insight is in this game?
Guess psychology? Or the closest thing to it, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Give me a psychology roll, please, as you look at this vision and trying to determine...
Never mind. I have such good psychology too. I critically failed. I actually go mad. I'll roll up a new character now too. Frank's head explodes. It's like a fucking the Raiders of the Lost Ark. His face melts off.
I just assume it's the equivalent to do something really frustrating. You're just like giving up on it. Like when you're like 7 and you're sitting at the table with your dad, and he's like, "Why don't you know 3 + 7?"
Yeah, no. Frank just cannot begin to understand He doesn't know where he is anymore. Past, present.
You chose poorly.
Get out of here, Samuel.
All right, Dr. Bane, you would realize that this is. You notice some errors in this projection. You see like some falsehoods, and you realize that this is a fake. Like you see humans acting in a weird way, eating a sandwich with the meat on the outside and the bun in the middle.
Hell.
Call him out on his bullshit.
You see Bread driving a toaster to work. It's all madness.
Why would you drive a toaster to work? Isn't that like the scariest place from the V?
Yeah, that's why Frank got a critical failure. He actually does eat his sandwiches with the meat on the outside. It all makes sense to him.
You would recognize where this is. It looks to be in the mountains of Kenya.
I wouldn't trust it, though. If he's falsifying this information, wouldn't it be a trap?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
A trap. Vane's gonna, like, glare him down. He's gonna be like, as fine and dandy as that was, what does that have to do with you giving over who?
I heard that song about the devil in Georgia. Shouldn't there be some kind of bargain that we could make here?
Oh, I mean, I play a mighty fine fiddle, if I do say so myself.
Yes, I do not. I've never played the fiddle. But I mean, is there not something that we could do here? Some kind of deal, some kind of devil's bargain?
I mean, I'll give you a quarter of my soul, just a quarter. What the hell? Maybe a third.
I'm gonna lease. Can we talk timeshare?
Like a single
Yeah,
bit.
visitation. What if each of us gave you 2/3 of our souls?
I don't know, 2/3 is a bit much. I stand at my 1/3.
What if each of us gave you half of our souls? Then you would have a soul and a half.
Let's not. So let's talk margin. At 8% margin, we should each give maybe, 34% of our soul.
You know
Right,
what?
what if we delay the soul taking into oblivion, and you just put a pin in it, but you do get it, just not now, later.
Yeah, you get the receipt of knowing that you'll have the souls at the time we're able to give them to you, like American currency.
I have some of that gamer girl bathwater. What
That
if we
will
do that?
appreciate in
Select
value.
receipt.
Just
I
like
mean-
Bitcoin, that's only going up.
But not if you drink it.
You can only drink it once.
The god laughs.
Oh wait, I have.
You drink it once.
Can I just give him that painting of him that made me like nearly go insane?
I don't think you would have that wonderful rendition on you currently, but
I
you
mean-
could mail it to him.
God damn it! Yeah, it's literally titled The Dark Pharaoh, bro. It's a portrait. Come on.
The god
All right, I guess
laughs.
Frank wants to think of two things right now. Looking at him, Frank wants to think: does he think there's any universe where we could take him? And does it sound like it feels like there's any possible way we could convince him to give up the doctor?
Give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll as you're trying to ascertain certain things about the Black Pharaoh here.
Can I assist?
Some mysterious person. I'll allow Dr. Ambervius to assist you. Go ahead and re-roll it. Ooh, it's even worse.
I got an 8 once. That was impressive.
Mysterious figure, this Dark Pharaoh.
That's fair. It's not really my cup of tea. All right, well, we can't get him back. Oh well, we tried.
What do you mean? Oh well, you had
I'm just joking.
You're like, we don't leave someone behind. You were very pumped up about it. We are not just turning around empty-handed because you feel like we can't take him. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being brought around. I'm tired of being like, oh no, why didn't you save it? Well, now you see why I didn't. What did you expect me to do against this?
Oh no, you're right. But so while we were talking about Doctor Who and he was talking about the portal, did the Pharaoh ever Frank's been a detective for a while. Were there any tells? Like, did he look off to a certain side where, the portal might be? Was there any indicator of, in this room, did it ever feel like the Pharaoh, like when he said, "No, he's working for me now"? Did the Pharaoh like look off into a particular corner, or just thinking, were there any tells that might have indicated how we could get to this demon plane?
You look around the chamber and you no longer see any individuals in here. The thrones are empty. The giant sphinx that loomed with its thousands of faces no longer resides in the room. The only thing here is the occasionally undulating floor. The hole in the ground is there.
Well, I know I said I wouldn't go in the hole, but it's looking like I'm gonna have to go in the hole.
Yeah.
The god laughs.
Walk a little closer to the hole. See if we see anything in there.
Yeah, can we like lean over the hole without falling in?
I crouch.
Really? Yeah.
You guys head over to the hole, crouching over it, leaning. A piteous, harsh laugh sounds and echoes through the sealed chamber. Even the brave know their lot. All doors are closed to you. All your dreams are doomed. And all your struggles are futile.
Anybody got rope?
So that's a no, or
Like, what's on the sides of the hole? Is it smooth?
You try and look in to the hole. And remember,
No, I want to stick a hand into the hole and check
okay.
the side.
You stick your hand into the hole, and it immediately is enveloped in darkness. So you cannot see the parts of your hand that get placed into the hole. It's almost like there is a barrier in which light does not pass through. However, you are able to remove your hand again.
Yeah, I'm trying to feel the side of the hole.
Since I've been taken by Gig, can I request him to allow me to speak to them one last time? It's not to go into the hole. And
There is no
I'm
hole.
going in the hole and you can't stop me.
There is no hole side. You reach into the hole and you reach up, down, underneath, and you reach past where you would be if you had reached up to your rock. Like where the surface that you are standing on, you reach up past where you are, where your knees are on the side of the edge of the hole.
Okay, I get it. That's kind of trippy. Alright, I'm gonna find some rope.
You got some hemp rope and you're gonna smoke it. Oh, wait, no, I did. I smoked all the hemp rope. There's no rope left because I smoked it.
God damn. Well, part of me wants to just jump in here and say, fuck it.
Yeah. Here we go!
Shit, it'll be a whole new campaign, won't it? What do we think? What are the pros and the cons? The pros to this are we don't leave a man behind. And I think that's about it. The cons are he was an alcoholic and he always talked crazy nonsense about snakes and shit.
He always tried to give us drugs.
well, that's not a bad thing because that was not bad. That should be in the con.
We're not trying
to each their own.
There aren't many pros to this.
Yeah, like I said.
I don't know. It's wild.
Sorry.
Are you beating up on somebody now, Luke?
Alright, I'm gonna like sit on the edge of the hole and put my feet in the hole.
Got feet in the hole.
Feet in the hole.
How's it feel?
Feels like your feet are in a hole. They're just dangling on in there. Can't see anything in there, but they're in
Lower myself a bit more by holding my hands on the edge of the hole and getting down in there. Like, you know how the slow little inch into a pool when the water's kind of cold but not too cold, like doable, you feel like you'd probably be able to get over with it if you kind of sat in it for a bit, that type of edge in.
You lower down till your elbows are completely 90-degree angles, lower still until they're totally bent. And then, kind of wiggling around, you lower yourself to where you are hanging from the edge, completely suspended. Still, your feet touch nothing.
Alrighty.
All right. Each of us, we get a vote. This is America. We're all Americans. Democracy. What do you think? What do you think, Bane? In or out?
I'm trying to discern that now. The hole is feeling real holy.
That it is.
Oh, it's the holy hole.
Oh god.
Bring us the holy hole.
I don't think Doctor Who would want you guys to go.
Well, if he didn't want us to go, he shouldn't have went off and died. Now, should he?
Hey.
God.
I can't disagree.
We should drag him out of hell.
All right. So, horse is in. As much as I don't want to leave a man behind, frankly, I'm not going into hell. Not if I could help it.
Well,
I'm
I
out.
don't know if it's hell per se.
That's fair. One vote either way. It's up to you, Bane. What do you think?
I'm gonna let go.
You let go and you fall for about a
Fuck.
second, and then your feet hit the ground hard. I'm not going to say any damage, but you fall for about 12 feet?
Oh.
Hops after Bane.
It's just a hole.
Nothing ever happens. It's fine. So, you guys in this dark hole, and it is pitch black. You look
Can
up.
we use the luminescent moss that I have in the vials?
Yes, that illuminates your surrounding, and it reveals about a 20-foot by 20-foot irregular hole. It's about 20 feet deep. I'm sorry, that is not correct dimensions. It's about 100 feet by 125 feet, evidently torn open by some vast force, and it's pitch black. Other than the luminescent moss, which seemed to be quite a bit brighter back in the pyramid below. Well, weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who would like to roll a Cthulhu mythos as you feel energy thrum. It's just entirely too dark down here.
I mean, I'll attempt, but
Give it a try, but
I don't have much mythos, to be honest with you. So, yeah.
Actually, let's go ahead and do some housekeeping as you guys just had an experience.
Well, someone got the mythos.
yeah. Frank learned to open fucking portals.
With
That should be
6.
worth at least a little
Five.
bit though.
Go ahead and roll a d3. Go ahead and roll a d6 or a d3. I think you can roll d3s and d20.
No. Well,
Go ahead and take 2 to your mythos. Yeah, go ahead and add 2 to your mythos rating for using that steel there. Rewards.
Hell yeah. Frank's not about to use magic and that bullshit, but still, he's starting to pick up at least a little bit of this.
So down in the hole, you guys hear laughing again. It creeps you out a little more so than previously. Everyone make a sanity check as you find yourselves the bioluminescent blue shrinking down back to the vials that Dr. Ambervius holds it in.
Whew.
Little Horse, go ahead and make an intelligence check for me, please.
Okay.
Unless I'm mistaken, you're not supposed to do well on those, right?
Correct.
Yeah. That means you're smart enough to know just how horrifying this is.
Oops. Well, I mean, that fits.
You feel the vibrations of the laughter and you look around for its source, and then you reach out and touch the wall and feel it coming through the walls. This chamber itself is laughing at you. Go ahead and roll a D100, please.
Wow.
Where's 160 in... Where's page 160 in a book?
I think it's probably sandwiched between 159 and 161.
Blasphemy, you liar! Calomania, obsessed with one's own beauty.
All right.
Little Horse, you take out a pocket mirror and just start brushing your hair. And
Why did
because-
you get the pocket mirror and then also a brush?
because
Yeah, I don't
there's-
know if we've ever established how much hair Dr. Forrest has.
with a
I'm
little
thinning,
light.
but it's fine. It looks good. It's your problem. I'll be back. Let me fix it.
And with the low light, you have to.
There's two hold up soles of human feet that I should probably pull out. Maybe they'll make my feet look classier.
Oh yeah, you do have those.
Okay, I know what those do. Shit.
Is this the time for this, horse?
I'm slipping those two soles on. I want to look good. My feet need to be dainty.
Why?
Appendix D.
Horse, is this the time for this?
There's always time to look your best.
No, there isn't.
It feels like now is not that time. If you can believe it. Horse, what are you doing?
You shouldn't be trying to look your best. You either look your best or you don't.
He's fabulous. Let him be.
No.
Horse, you are beautiful. Now, can we not do this? We need to get the hell out of here.
You're beautiful. Beautiful.
Rolls the human souls back up and puts them back in his pocket.
Wait, what does that do?
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We're not finding out right now.
It might have saved him. Who knows?
No.
Never know.
Brain.
You felt really fast as you had those, we'll call them booties, on, but then you take them off and you feel slow again.
Alright, sounds good. Did they make my feet look better, though?
Decidedly not. That's actually on the low key why you're taking them back off, because they're really not helping the appearance.
Frankly, leathery. Yeah.
Should have known better.
All right.
I need Little Horst. You succeeded. Nope. That means you are going to take. Roll a d10 for me, Little Horse, please. Yeah, it's 9 sanity damage. Oof.
Alright. Lots of sanity. It's all good. It's fine. It's beautiful and fine. Fine in the beautiful way.
No, this is good. All good.
What else do I have in my pocket that I could try to clean up?
Stupid fools. Why don't you just lie down in that hole?
Bane's gonna down
I
on
think
the
it's time we left.
Working together, it takes you a second. You struggle to find where the exit, the hole. And a little bit of Three Stooges act. You guys get on each other's shoulder and pull each other back up out of the hole, crossing through the vast chamber, past all the columns that reach up into the sky. The immensity of this place is oppressive and weighs down. Is there anything else you guys like to do as you make your way out, back over to the steel and up to the surface?
Yeah, I mean, now that Frank isn't being attacked and murdered for a second, is there any loot? Is there any, like, gold or diamonds?
Wait, we need to do some stuff to those thrones, though.
Oh,
I
yeah, we should on the throne real quick, but also... Does it look like there's anything in here worth stealing?
Who's taking a shit on the throne?
Well, put like that.
I just need you to
Frank
raise
doesn't
your
actually have to
hand.
poop. Frank can't poop. He tried, but he farts.
Frank sharts and goes ahead. And... All right, you guys look around. Give me a spot hidden check to see if there's any loot.
Yeah. Frank can literally fucking smell diamonds. Just like... I smell some money.
Like a truffle pig, you head right through the gore. There's about an inch layer of blood and viscera, and rooting around through it, you do find a couple low-denomination Egyptian coins.
Low denomination. Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter because the fact that they're Egyptian coins in the first place is pretty valuable.
Yes, especially if we hold on to it for a while.
Oh yeah.
I assume that the people that live in Egypt have currency. So nothing too exciting. Well, Frank fucking pockets those pennies.
They have like rupees or something. I don't know.
Frank puts them in his pocket immediately. Doesn't say anything to his compatriots.
Yep, naturally. Yoink.
Just found the equivalent of an Egyptian penny.
Iron, god damn it.
Just to double check, no one's taking a shit on the throne.
Horst is absolutely taking a shit on the throne.
I'll be taking my leave.
I'm gonna put my souls on first, and then I'm gonna go shit on the throne.
God damn it.
Yep.
That's exactly why I'm leaving.
Little Horse, do you put on your slippers and they kind of crunch and crinkle as they stretch over your feet, and you zip up to the throne, feeling light as a feather, oddly enough. And you, seating your bosom on the throne, feel a presence flood into your body as someone else takes over your mind.
I had a lot of dates today. This is Egypt.
Oh, what's the girl? What does that mean?
It means I'm regular.
Poop wise? As your mind's being taken over, the horse has the capacity in him to make sure that he shits before losing all control.
Yes.
What he doesn't know, Doctor Who gave them laxative before dinner.
What?
Fine.
Frank sharts again.
Yeah, there's too much stuff happening today.
That's funny.
He's getting a little blue all of a sudden.
I'm definitely walking out the pyramid, finding a Samuel, having them book plane tickets.
Do they not notice that I'm now possessed? What's wrong with my friends? What's wrong with them?
Yeah, do we notice anything? So what's it look like when he loses capacity? What's going on
Nothing's
there?
obvious, and in fact, you, Mr. Jefferson, and Dr. Impervious walk back over to the steel and only notice after completing the incantation and opening a shimmering portal back through up to the surface. You look around for Little Horst. Where'd he go? We're supposed to be coming through. Let's get on the move. And looking back down the darkness, you see him seated on the throne, head tilted down forward, the shadows gathering over his brow. He tilts his head back up, looking at you, and you see the eyes, pupils completely black. The iris is gone, also black. Just voids where the eyes were, as a deep laugh echoes through the chamber.
Does it smell?
Is it sentient?
Yeah, on the poop scale, what type of poop was it?
It seems I'll be taking another one. And that's where we're going to
Oh,
end
yeah.
that session.
Fuck.
If you could not do that, that'd be pretty cool.
Well, that's up to Little Horse. Little Horse, I'm going to need a sanity roll again.
That guy. Horse
Can
you do
fly.
it? Oh my god, oh, never mind.
Hold up. Is there?
Frank's gonna help him. Frank's gonna be like, "You got this, horse."
Use
Wait,
your
wait, wait.
luck, use your
I
luck.
thought it was very funny when you took that shit.
I want to burn.
Use your luck, you have luck, use it.
Unfortunately, sanity cannot use luck.
God damn.
Oh, okay.
So there's no persuasion. There's charm. Though.
And I get help though. Frank compliments his pooping skills.
You watch the mad laughter turn into something hideous and grotesque. He continues to laugh, and it chokes and bubbles up out of them. He starts to spit up blood, the eyes turning blood red and then popping out of his skull. He laughs and laughs.
Okay, can I get some chloroform onto a rag and just toss it at him?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yes,
no. Can I knock him out with the chloroform?
And in your grasp, he retches, beating his head into the stone floor again and again, laughing.
Okay. Can I strength to keep them from? It's like trying to detain a mentally ill person at this point, just holding the rag to his head, putting him in like a chokehold.
I'll say because Dr. Ambervius is going to extreme lengths, Little Horst, you are going to roll another D100 with advantage. And I figured out how to roll advantage in this game.
Oh,
Use
wow.
it.
Exciting.
So if you look at the bottom of each of your rolls, you'll see a bonus/penalty. What this will do is it'll roll another dice, and this will be used as the double digit, the 10 digit.
Oh, I
Wow, that helped you so much. So instead of rolling a 62, you just rolled a 22 right there.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
So instead of losing 62 sanity and immediately becoming insane,
God.
you only lose 22 sanity.
Sweet.
I'm still knocking him out with the chloroform.
Partially insane. Yeah. He's getting knocked out. No more
Because
pooping.
You
No
knocked
more
him
pooping
out.
for horse.
see. Hey, get him out of there, please.
Yeah, please take the souls off of him right quick.
Yeah, Frank grabs his souls.
Best.
Losing a couple members. That's where we're going to end it.
All right.
No, please don't.
Leaving you now, so no more of the freaking magic voodoo stuff going on. None of that, Frank. We're gonna
Yeah, that's the last time I do that. Oh my god. Frank lights up another cigarette.
Oh,
Ah,
hell
jeez.
yeah. All right. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for playing, everybody. Good night.
That is-
Bye.
Peace.